Okay, so we've got this question one here. ABC is a company considering the purchase of XYZ company at a price of 190,000. If ABC makes the acquisition, its after tax net cash flows will increase by 30,000 per year and remain at this level forever. If the appropriate cost of capital is 15%, should ABC buy XYZ? So here, madam, this is what's going on in this question here. One company wants to purchase another company. Okay. Now, here, what want to evaluate is this purchase going to be worthwhile? So, in order to see if this purchase is going to be worthwhile, the money that ABC is going to be collecting after it purchases XYZ, the money that it will be receiving in the future, okay, you want it to convert it into today's value. All right. Whenever you want to convert money in the future into today's value, we call that discounting. Okay, madam? Whenever you want to convert money from the future into today's value, we call that discounting. Okay. So here in this question, these 30,000s that this company will be receiving in the future, you want to convert it into today's value. Then you compare it against the cost price. Okay. If that money in the future is going to be worth more than the cost price, then it was a good thing that they purchased company XYZ. But if the money in the future that's going to come after purchasing XYZ, if that money that we're going to receive in the future, if it's less than the cost price, then it was a bad decision. Now, whenever you hear this word, whenever you hear payments are going to be made forever, a stream of money that is going to be paid forever, we call that a perpetuity. Okay. A perpetuity is where you'll be receiving money basically forever, and an endless stream of cash flows. Money will just be coming to you. Okay. Yes. So this is what we're going to do. Since we're dealing with a perpetuity, so we have to find the present value of the perpetuity. Okay. The perpetuity is the 30,000 you'll be receiving every year. Okay. After you purchase XYZ, you'll be receiving 30,000 per year for until forever. So those 30,000 you'll be receiving in the future, you want to convert it into today's value. So the present value of a perpetuity is the cash flow over the discount rate. Okay. Cash flow over the discount rate. Okay, so the cash flow is 30,000. The discount rate is 15%. Convert it into a decimal, which is 0.515. So you're going to say the present value, 30,000 divided by 0.15, you get 200,000. So these 30,000 that we're going to be receiving forever after purchase XYZ, in today's value, it's worth 200,000. Is that okay, madam? Yeah. Yes. Ask where you are lost. Okay. Ask where you are lost. So that it's not asking. Let me hold that. Just hold that there, madam. It's not asking for a future value. It's not asking for a future value. Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. It just it just means basically each every year 30,000 will be added to your profit because the thing is going to be increasing by 30,000 a year. Yes. Yes. And the way to find out if it's worth it is that money you receive in the future, those 30,000 increases per year, you're going to convert it into today's value. Okay. Once you convert, so we've done that, we've converted it into today's value, which is 200,000. Then you're going then you're going to compare this against how much you paid for the company. Ehen. So, since this is greater than how much you paid for the company, so this is a good investment. Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. That's how I find the present value of a perpetuity. Okay. And then yes, time value of money, as I said, is a very important topic because it helps in investment decisions. Just like this question here, which we've just seen here, this is an investment decision. You have seen if you buy this company, your cash flows will be increasing by 30,000 per year. So you want to see now, is it a good investment? So the way you find out if it's a good investment, that money you receive in the future, convert it into today's value, then compare that same today's value of that money, compare it against what you paid for the company. Yeah. So the same as, let's say, for example, you build a house. Okay, you take note of how much how much the house costed you. Then you want to say, okay, now you want to find out if your house was a worthwhile investment. So in order to find out if your house is a worthwhile investment, you calculate the rent that you'll be expected to be receiving from that house. Okay, maybe you say that you build the house for 100,000 kwacha. Then you say, okay, I'll be earning rent of maybe 10,000 or 120,000 per year because we do this on a per year basis. Okay, I'll be earning rent 120,000 on a yearly basis, maybe for 5 years. So now, if you want to find out if that was a good investment that you did, or if it's a good, or if it's a good investment that you want to undertake, that rent you'll be receiving in the future, you convert it into today's value and compare it against how much it costed you to build the house. There's a discount rate. When you are converting money into today's value, you need a discount rate. Okay. Mm. And I think I mentioned the definition is, yeah, discounting. So discounting involves a discount rate. Then part B, XYZ is offering to sell a perpetuity that starts with a cash flow of 40,000 per year and grows at a constant rate of 5% per year. If the appropriate discount rate is 12%, what is the value of this perpetuity? Okay. So here the situation is you have a growing perpetuity. Okay. So the formula It's the same as the other ones, just that you only subtract, you add the growth rate in the formula here. Have you seen? Cash flow over the rate, the discount rate minus the growth rate. Okay. So these 40,000 that you'll be receiving in the future over the discount rate they've told us is 12%. Okay, discount rate is 12%. The growth rate of the perpetuity is 5%. So if it's 0.12 minus 0.05, you get 0.7. Then 40,000 divided by 0.07, you get 571,482. 428.57. Okay. This is the value of the perpetuity. Any questions?